is Wrestlemania week and the betting odds have been released. Fog Wrestling are betting men and we're going to bet on this show absolutely sucking. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Like I said, the betting odds have been released. WrestleMania 40 is just 1 week away and it's been a pretty poor build if you ask me. We've got The Rock doing all the legwork, basically carrying this Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes feud by himself, and he's only going to be in one of the two main event matches. We've got Drew McIntyre doing decent stuff on Raw, but unfortunately his rivalry is with CM Punk, and not the guy that wears women's clothing, not the guy that wears high heels, but sadly that is the so-called guy, and he is the one with the world title on Raw. So, it doesn't make a lot of sense. We've got The Rock carrying the main event scenes, and we've got Drew McIntyre doing the best work, arguably, of his career, but he's involved, he's infatuated with a guy that isn't even on the card. So that's what WrestleMania looks like. We're going to see what the betting odds look like, and we're going to let you know who we'll be sticking our money on. So, we'll probably just start with the order that you can see here on the screen. Shout out to NoDQ here for the article. Basically, to quickly explain American odds here. So, if something says minus 700, you need to put that value on to win 100. So, Roman Reigns and The Rock, you need to put $700 on to win $100, and you would get $800 back. Your $700 stake and your $100 winnings. When something is plus, so for example, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins is plus 400, that means when you put $100 on, you win $400 and you get $500 back, your $100 stake and your $400 profit. Does everybody get that? Are we all clear here on what betting odds are and how they work, even if the Yanks do it in a retarded way?
Absolutely. So, in layman's terms,
tag you
in normal terms, it's 1-7 for Roman Reigns and The Rock.
Yeah, so Roman Reigns and The Rock, heavy favourites, 1-7. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, the underdogs at plus 400. That's pretty much how I see this match going. I don't see how The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to lose. First of all, you've got The Rock. I mean, he's going to win. It's The Rock, damn it. And second of all, I think the fact that if Roman Reigns and The Rock win, it's Bloodline rules night 2. That is going to put things in the Bloodline's favour. That will stack more obstacles in Cody Rhodes' way. I just think it makes more sense from a storyline standpoint for Cody Rhodes to go into night 2 with pretty much everything going against him. Plus, I would also argue that Roman Reigns has been so protected over the past 4 years. The guy has barely lost. I mean, it just would look a bit dumb, in my opinion, if you had him look weak 24 hours just before he defends the title. So I see no way of a Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win here.
The final image of night 1 ain't going to be Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins celebrating. It's going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns and Michael Cole going, how will he overcome the Bloodline rules tomorrow? That's exactly how it's going to go down.
And exactly that squeaky voice.
Potentially, but Seth Rollins is going to lose 2 matches, and I'm fucking here for it.
And you think he'll take the pin in both?
I don't know if well, he's going to have to take the pin in one of them.
True.
I mean, at least in this one, you've got the option. I mean, I don't think if Cody necessarily loses on night 1 and takes the pin, it doesn't mean he can't win in night 2. I mean, he had a pin a couple of weeks ago to Drew McIntyre, so...
True.
But, yeah, I would say Roman Reigns and The Rock are heavy fit. I mean, it's The Rock. Yeah, they're going... It's probably, apart from Gunther, it's the match I'm most convinced about.
Yeah, so anyway, right, we both think Roman Reigns and Rock's going to win. Up next, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Rhodes is the favourite. I mean, not a massive favourite, but he's a big enough favourite, especially in wrestling terms in a one-on-one match. He's minus 400, so you need to put 400 on to win 100. Roman Reigns plus 250. Last year, Cody Rhodes was also the favourite, although it was slightly closer than this. So Roman Reigns has already upset the odds against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, according to the bookies. Can he do it again?
I mean, he could do it again, but it's not as clear-cut as people think, because it just depends what they want to do in the future. Like, if they want to do Reigns against Rock, then they might have him cost him, but then they might want to have it for the belt. And then it all depends what, like, I mean, if they're going to introduce Austin and Cena to help Rhodes, he's not going to lose.
No, I don't see so. Like, I don't see how.
And then it goes back to night one. If it's Bloodline rules, I would say that's going to benefit Cody more. They're not going to have Cody win in night one, right? No Bloodline rules and lose clean on night two. He's going to win, but what I would say is a lot can change between now and night two, but I don't think anything can change between now and night one that would change the opener main event.
Agreed. So we're both going with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
LA Knight minus 700 versus AJ Styles plus 400. I think LA Knight's the right guy to win here.
Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense.
I mean, Jericho beat Styles at Mania when AJ Styles first came in, which was bizarre.
I like AJ Styles, but I think that he's a mid-card, upper mid-card guy now for the rest of his career. I still think there's potential LA Knight can be a world champion. I think the smart money's on LA Knight.
I just don't think a win does much for LA Knight.
No, it doesn't, but it does more than a loss. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but it's just a throwaway match for me.
Yeah, but
it'll be lost in the pack.
You kind of want to win those throwaway matches at WrestleMania.
You do, so I can't disagree with it too much. Right, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Orton. So Logan Paul is the favourite.
Minus 450.
Owens and Orton are quite similar.
Yeah, so both of them have got like the same chance of winning. Do you agree with that? Do you think Logan Paul is the favourite? Would you say he's likely to win?
I would say he is, because I don't see Orton winning, because I just don't see Orton holding that belt, right? And for Owens, I just see Paul winning and ending the feud, but I'm surprised he's actually that much a favourite.
Yeah, same.
Like, why I think so is because I just don't see Paul sticking around after Mania.
True, but I feel if Kevin Owens is going to win, he'd have done it in a singles match.
Probably.
Winning a title threat does seem like I think winning a title threat for a face does feel like a backdoor way of getting the belt.
It does. Even though he pinned him, though.
A wee bit, like, I don't know.
They're using the back window, not the door.
I was like, Benoit, I mean, at least he made Triple H tap it in the middle of the ring, but still. Right, we're both going Logan Paul. Up next, Rhea Ripley, minus 500 versus Becky Lynch, plus 300. Rhea Ripley won the belt a year ago at WrestleMania. She's had a year-long title reign. It has bored the hell out of us. Is it going to continue to bore the hell out of us? I think so. I see no reason why Rhea Ripley is not going to hold the belt until next year's Mania. As sad as that is, you just look at wrestling, you look at the fact they've gave Roman Reigns a 4-year title reign, you've gave Gunther like almost a 2-year title reign now, and I think that Triple H will look at Rhea Ripley and think she can be our Gunther, she can be our Roman Reigns of the women's division, and I do not see Rhea Ripley losing the belt anytime soon. I think she will beat Becky Lynch, and I don't see anybody on Raw that's going to take the belt off.
Becky Lynch doesn't need the belt, right? And I think if you're going to have someone defeat someone who's got like a year streak with a belt, it should be someone upcoming. This should be like a Tiffany Stratton going against Rhea Ripley. You know, a big moment for I mean, it does nothing for Becky Lynch if she wins, and that's another reason why I think Paul will win, because his title reign's not been that long. And Triple H likes title reigns as big as his fucking
Well, you say it's not been. It's been pretty long compared to like normal standards.
Yeah, but not Triple H knows.
Well, no,
standards.
Triple H knows standards is not been that long. I'm going Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley will win.
All right, up next we have the closest match in terms of the betting odds. This was the one with not that much between them. Jey Uso minus 300, Jimmy Uso plus 200. I think this might be one of the hardest matches to call, to be honest. I do favour Jey, but we've seen some weird decisions. Like, I'm sure when Jeff was taking on Matt, everyone expected Jeff to win.
I think it depends where it is on the card, because on what night. Because they won't want the bloodline to look too strong, but they might not want them to look too weak either. And I think it depends what night it's going to be on. I think it'll be a night 2 sort of thing.
You could argue though that if they would want the bloodline to look really strong up until the match that matters.
True. And I guess it's not going on after the match that matters for the belt, so...
Jay's probably had the better career since they split up.
What I would say is, right, it makes no sense for Jey Uso to lose. Because Solo and Jimmy
have just been
had their balls cut off.
Aye.
Well, what sense does it do for Jey?
Not a lot, if you ask me.
It's a cool moment. It's twin versus twin. but like the LA Knight, and it doesn't matter. It just does not fucking matter.
Just another match on the card, if you ask me.
A win does nothing for Jey Uso or LA Knight. It's just like you expect them to do it, and they should do it.
I'm going to go with Jey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jey.
Up next, we have Bayley minus 700 versus Io Sky plus 400. I believe this is the joint, this is the joint, most predictable match according to the bookmakers. They expect Bayley to leave with the belt. I also expect that. I didn't expect Io Sky to get this far with it, but again, it's this new era under Triple H, and pretty much now, it looks like when you win a belt, you're guaranteed minimum a 6-month title reign.
Yeah, and that's what's scary. But Bayley won the Rumble. They've hyped this up a lot. They're going to give her a moment. She's not main eventing, rightfully so, you delusional bastards. So, yeah, she's going to win. I would say this is one of the more favourite ones.
Speaking of title reigns, what was the last one to change hands on the main roster?
Can't even remember.
Last title, is it probably the US title?
Yeah, it's probably Logan Paul.
Well, what else would it be if it wasn't Logan Paul?
Tag title? No, it wouldn't be.
Nah, they've had them for ages. Has to be Logan Paul.
Yeah, probably be Io Sky then.
That's crazy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like October.
So we're looking the shortest title reigns on WWE right now. Logan Paul wins his. It's probably about 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
And Io's about 7, 8.
Yeah.
And that's the two shortest.
Yeah, that's like nowhere near the two longest.
I think that is absolutely insane. I believe Judgment Day, they've held the titles for must be nearly a year now.
Yeah.
Tag titles.
Will be.
It's fucking crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
Everybody's favourite big fat man. Gunther up next, minus 400 against Sami Zayn. For me, he should be about minus 10,000.
So you see no way Sami Zayn will win?
No, unless it's by DQ, which I don't think they'll do. It's Triple H.
So I know Sami was complaining about the booking of that match and that people were booing him, but I actually think he's fortunate to be on this card.
Yeah.
He has had a shite year, and he wouldn't be on my WrestleMania card.
No, he wouldn't be. He'd be in that Andre the Giant Battle Royal for me.
Will Gunther lose? I don't know. I mean, I'd be so much more excited seeing Gunther take on Brock Lesnar.
Talk about a guy who's so fucking overrated, man.
I thought Braun was going to go into Raw and challenge Gunther for the. Would that not be a way to put Braun Breaker over? Call him up to the main roster, have him defeat Gunther, end that 2-year title reign?
Mania, brilliant.
Surely Sami Zayn's no winning this.
No, he's not. No chance.
I'm going Gunther.
I'd say this is the least likely to happen for a Sami Zayn.
I think Gunther will win, then probably Andrade will beat Gunther on Raw next night. Since Andrade's so good, you know, that big superstar for AEW.
That guy, that big man, big boy.
And last but not least, we have the World Heavyweight title match. It is Drew McIntyre, sexy sinister Scotsman, taking on Seth Rollins. Drew, heavy favourite, minus 650 to 1, or 650 even. And Seth Rollins is plus 375. I hope these odds are true, because I think Drew definitely needs to win this. I think they need to put an end to this Seth Rollins title reign, and I hope that's exactly what is going to happen here. But yeah, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. I don't know if I would use the word shocked, but I would be surprised if Seth retained here.
Same. I think the fact that Drew McIntyre's done so much good work in the past couple of months, this year, has pretty much booked himself as favourite alone. I think if this was just generic, boring story going into this, I would probably put it as even almost. But because with Seth Rollins teaming up with Cody, what they're going to do, they're going to make it, I think you could potentially see a Seth Rollins Cody Rhodes feud down the line. Because they've been teasing it. They've been like, oh, Seth Rollins accepting these challenges.
Hold on. Do we really need another Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins feud?
Of course we don't, but apparently that's what they're going to do.
I don't see that happening. Maybe give Seth his win back. I don't see that happening.
Well, I'd give him his win back.
What?
Can't just have Cody dethrone Reigns and lose like the next night or something.
Hold on here. Cody beat him 3 in a row. What do you want? You want Seth Rollins to lose again?
Yeah, but whoever beats Reigns, most likely it's going to be Cody. It's like the streak. He shouldn't just lose straight away.
I also think on Raw, you've got a lot of guys that you could just feed McIntyre. There's a lot of faces on Raw that aren't world title level competitors, but I guess for a monthly pay-per-view, you could stick them in.
Aye.
Like a Sami Zayn or a Jey Uso, a Sami Zayn, guys like that. There's no reason why they can't take on Drew McIntyre for the belt on Raw. So, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Seth versus Drew in a rematch at Backlash or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. You're going with Drew McIntyre. That is our predictions. There is the betting odds, and obviously this could change in the week of WrestleMania. I'd say it's probably likely to change, to be honest, as we get more news and maybe as we get a couple of results. But yeah, the long title reigns really are boring me in WWE. I reckon back in the Attitude Era, I reckon at any one period you would have probably struggled to get a title reign that was longer than a month.
Yeah.
And I'm not even taking the piss.
No, you're right.
See, during the Attitude Era, I think you would have struggled to get a title reign. And I'm not even counting the hardcore belt. But I just think that titles would change hands regularly, that you would always kind of have like a new champ within the space of a month, at least in one division. Whereas now we're looking at, we've had 2 title changes, in the last 10 months? I mean, what are we doing?
No, that's just, it's the substitute for the bad storytelling. Long title reigns.
Yeah,
it automatically has a story to it.
Long-term booking? How's it? Long-term stories? What a boring fucking story. This guy's held a belt for 2 years. Wow. You've got me. I'm tuning in now. Ho. This guy, you're telling me this guy has held this fake belt and he's won fake matches for 2 years in a row? That's fucking great TV. I'll be there. Anyway, guys, WrestleMania 40, we'll be there. One of us will definitely be there for night 2. We'll both be there for night 1. And night 3 on Raw. It continues. Will we both be there or not? Who knows? That's it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Fog Wrestling. Peace out.